So Vandana, it has been 2 days since the ceasefire has been announced. So what do you think of UAE right now?
UAE once again has demonstrated the exceptional stability and resilience. With the kind of infrastructure that they have, the kind of air defense that they have, being in a war situation for 40 days is not easy for any country. But you have been here, I have been here, and there is nothing that we see has changed. Everything is open, malls are open, beaches are open, people are out and about. So keeping that kind of safety for its residents is a very, very big thing for any country and a very proud moment for UAE, I would say. Apart from that, see, maintaining high levels of safety and security for the residents is one thing, but UAE government has gone over and ahead of that. They had psychologists visit communities, talk to people who are facing anxiety due to this situation. Which government does that, right? So I still feel that UAE has done a tremendous job in this situation.
Right, Vandana. So has the ceasefire also impacted the real estate market in Dubai?
Yes, 100%. So immediately when the ceasefire was announced, next morning was a very positive vibe in UAE. We saw immediate responses from the investors who were initially saying we'll wait and watch, and then proactively they were calling because they knew that this is the time when they can make the most of this opportunity, and if they wait and watch longer, they could be missing out on some really good deals. Even during this time in March, good deals were coming in the morning and they were being snatched by the evening. And honestly, if you look at the entire UAE market, it's not an over leveraged market for too many distressed deals to come for a market to crash, right? So there were very few and limited deals that came in, which was not even distressed because they were not below original price. Crash is when the property is selling at a price lower than the original price of the property. With distressed deal, what they meant was, if someone bought the property at X price, they made a profit of 200% on it. Now they are selling at 150 or 180. So it was always that it is below the market price. It was not below original price that it's a crash. So immediately since the ceasefire, we have been getting calls from all the investors. So what is the current market situation? What are the good deals that are available? But honestly, it's not as much as they are expecting. Developers have not reduced the prices. Secondary deals, the good deals that came in have already been snatched. Few limited deals would still be available. And this is the time when the investors have understood that if they want to make good money right now, this is the time to act.
Yes, so has the recent geopolitical tensions has caused any long-lasting damage?
See, if I talk about the damage, there has been no structural damage in the UAE, as you have seen. If we talk about the market, there has been no panic selling, right? There has been a pause, as I previously mentioned, a halt in decision making of the buyers. The UAE residents have not exited the country for good. They must have traveled for a short while and now looking to get back. We are very hopeful that the schools open from next week, and once that is announced, everyone is just going to come back to their base, which is Dubai. There could be short-term hesitation that we saw during the 40 days of crisis that we were in, but there has been no damage to the market per se.
And what do the March 2026 numbers tell us?
So, Ilaf, in January 2026, there were 17,000 off-plan sales that were recorded.
Right.
In February, it was approximately 17,000 again. Can you guess the number of March?
Maybe around 5 to 6,000?
No, it was 14,000. So if you compare, there is a slight dip of around 15 to 16%. However, there are various reasons for it. Number one, it's the time of Ramadan. And we all know during Ramadan, the transactions in the market are always less. Due to the less number of new launches by the developer, which again impacts, of course, the buying.
Okay.
Thirdly, the situation, which is the crisis, and people want to wait and watch. But 14,000 transactions in the month of March indicates that people were not hesitant to buy during that time. There were good offers during Ramadan, which was DLD waivers, some discounts that the developers were offering, and people trust the UAE market, and that number shows with these 14,000 transactions, and around 46 billion dirham transactions happened in March 2026 alone. So what does that number tell us? That the market is still stable.
So is it still a good time to buy?
As per me, yes, because there is still a window of opportunities that is in the current situation. The sentiments of people have not fully recovered, so this is the time when you have still some scope of negotiations, which wasn't before this war, which wouldn't be after a short time when the market stabilizes after the ceasefire. So if you are actually looking to invest, this is the right time, the right window that you can make the most of this opportunity.
Thank you, Vandana. This conversation has been very insightful, and I truly believe that our viewers will have a lot of benefit out of this conversation.
It's been my pleasure, Elaf.